has begun to see death in a different way. The painlessness involved and the joy and the beauty that I saw is such a lovely thing. I have to say it. It is such a beautiful thing.
Welcome to the moment of truth. You just heard Soma Haku, her what I call her heaven experience. She spoke in this video for 3 minutes. I just took what I wanted from everything she said. If you want to hear it in full, go to our channel and hear the stories in full. But I took the part I wanted that related to my own content and what I'm talking about now, and what I experienced myself. In the 90s, when I rededicated my life to Christ, 1994, my church then was Christ Disciple, is it Mission International or something like that? We were in the UK, we were in Bethnal Green. So 4 pastors, they rededicated me to Christ. So these 4 pastors, they were all working. That's why I'm against all your pastors that put their children, their wife, everything in the ministry and collecting tithe and offering. God was with them then, because after they prayed for me and counseled me and I was baptized in the Holy Spirit, and that was it. So there was this woman in my family, very powerful woman in my family. If this woman wants to take you out, she will. Oh, this is how she was dipped in the occult things and all that. She had 11 children, and she sacrificed all of them. They were just in their adults. Some had kids, some don't, and everything. So anyway, this woman came for me, and thank God, I'm no longer a yo-yo Christian. I've already rededicated my life. So in that dream, in that experience, she was lamenting that what power is this girl using? She now showed me, she now begging me to let them buy me. That if they buy me, this is where you are going. They show me heaven, oh, my people. In that dream, these evil people showed me heaven. This is where you are going. How beautiful it is and all that. That was my first experience. So when I woke up, I told my pastors there and other people around me. So that's my number one heaven experience. I know how beautiful flowers everywhere. It was so beautiful that they want me to succumb in that dream that, okay, I want to go, but I did not. I used scriptures to fight back. So that later, not long ago, that woman just left because she was around 83 or something. So she couldn't take me. Anyway, my second experience, I just left, what was it called? MFM. That was in 2006. I left MFM. Everything was upside down for me. I was 5 years in MFM. They've done all their evil and all that. So I left for winners. So I left church that day. You know, I told you the story of the money I gave to Ojeme, 10,000 pounds and everything. So I left church. I came back home, and one of my in-laws came to see me. My younger sister's husband came to see me. This is London or UK, and we were talking, the family talk and everything. And the money, I gave them money, the money not enough and all that. The guy called my sister, his wife. I spoke to her and everything. There was kind of arguments. I managed to clear some things they were holding against me and everything. I said, oh, I didn't know you did that for that person. You did that for that person. That person didn't tell me. And her husband was even telling her what I did for them. their son's school fees that I paid and everything. And her husband was challenging her. I want to say thank you to sister. And she reluctantly say, okay, in her language, say thank you. Anyway, so that night, that's where I'm going now. My in-law left. So that night, I slept. And I had this encounter. I told you two people then. I told Mr. Olanipekun, the man and the woman that was helping me to sell goods in Nigeria, Sister Beatrice. I met her in MFM. Anyway, I told those people. That was in 2027. I told them. In my dream, I just left. I was going. I knew that I've left my body, that I was going somewhere because I was so sad in that dream. I remember my son. I would say, oh, my last son. I would say, I'm going to leave my child. This one is a baby. He was only 11 years. I was so sorry, very, very sorrowful. I was asking questions, but I went to church today. Ojeme didn't see this. God, I prayed today now. And I didn't even know that this is going to happen to me. I was lamenting. I was lamenting. And I remember my money. I remember I had a lot of money at the time. And I was so sad. And all of a sudden, as I was doing all that, I just jacked back into my body. And I was alone in the house. You know what? The following day, when I woke up, I was just thanking God, praising God, appreciating God and everything. I knew it was an attack from the people, my own people that came to my house. So I learned from it, and so God directed me how to deal with that. I just disassociated myself and all that. And number two, my experience, I went to the salon. I left, my car was in the drive. So that's my younger son came from school, and he had a dream that I actually died in my sleep. So when that my son came, he knocked. There was no answer, and my car was in the drive. He started crying. My mommy is in the house. What happened to her? My mommy is in the house. Maybe she's dead. He was saying that, 11 years old. So my neighbor, Margaret, a white lady, came. No. Your mommy is okay. I saw her this morning. I saw her. Stop crying. So my neighbor called him and everything. She was the one that told me this. When I came back, I said, you better call so. He's been looking for you and everything. He's worried that something must have happened to you. The car is there. You were not answering the door and everything. So that was my own experience. Now, coupled with what Basuka said, the prophetess that said she saw Wigwe and the family in the street world, their condition and everything. So, and I want you to judge by what she said and what Summer's experience now, because she too went to heaven and she saw her two sisters, their state of mind and everything. And someone even left a message that Wigwe is in a covenant. This is the second person that is saying this. And when you look at the death and everything, we cannot rule everything out. Everything these people are saying out. So, could it have been that he deliberately lured his wife to her death because his wife knows a lot about him and he could not trust her if he's no longer here, that the woman will not talk? That's number one. And why will he now lure his son? Is he part of the covenant he entered with these people that when you are going, you have to live with these two people? That's number two questions I'm asking, and others too will be asking this question. Number three, Mr. Bimbola, Why will he lure Mr. Bimbola too into same untimely death? Because Mr. Bimbola did not even tell his close pal that he was going to travel. His friend is lamenting now that he's supposed to come to his younger brother's burial in the east, but he couldn't make it, and he apologized to his friend that, George, I'm sorry, I'm traveling. When I come back, I'll come and see you. He didn't even tell his friend where he was going. His friend just heard it in the news that he was among the dead, that he actually traveled with Wigwe. So all these questions, my people, later, because all these things, I don't know. I don't know. Now, let's hear from Summer, our own story. Then we judge the matter together. Stay tuned.
I began to see death in a different way. The painlessness involved and the joy and the beauty that I saw is such a lovely thing. I have to say it. It is such a beautiful, like all of a sudden there was silence. When I say silence, there was complete silence. All of a sudden I had no more pain. When I say no pain, zero pain. I felt, I like to use the perfect words that explain what I'm trying to say. I felt there was no heaviness. I don't know, like my heart, I don't know, okay, let's say my heart, my mind, there was no heaviness at all. I was just, there was so much peace that I've never had in my whole life. And like I said, there was silence and no fear. Nothing. Think about all the negative things we have in life, the pain, fear, anxiety. Nothing. Everything was so light. When I say light, it's like I felt when I'm trying to, like, there was no worries, no pain, nothing. Everything felt so good. And then I looked and I saw, just standing in front of me, but more on my right hand side, my two late sisters. I have two sisters that died. They were older than me. My two elder sisters. I saw the two of them. They were standing like side by side. The oldest was standing in front. Like, it's not even like front and back kind of a standing. It's like almost like side by side, like somebody's standing here and the other one's kind of standing by her side. You know the way sometimes you see family picture portraits, you know, pictures like that. Like two of them were standing side by side like this, close. They were close to each other, but like they're staring at me. And they were the most beautiful I've ever seen them. They were so beautiful. When I say, you know, their skin, oh my goodness, you know, they were light skinned, you know, when they were alive. I'm using the word were because they are gone. But their skin was so, like, they had beautiful skin. When I say beautiful, like, there was no spots. They never, I'm not saying they had spots where they were alive, but like, you know, this, for a skin to be so perfect, so beautiful, so clean. You know what, the skin is so clean and healthy. They were so healthy looking. They were so beautiful. They were so, you know, the best they've ever looked, if I can put it that way. And they've always been beautiful people, but like, you know, and they were, and I was smiling at them and they were smiling at me. And I was so happy to see them. And they were happy to see me. And
can you now judge by what Summer said about her sisters? Because she was very, very sick in the hospital before the pain just took her into trance, and she saw her late sisters. So her own experience is quite different to mine, because me, I know that it's not time for me to go because I left my body. I could see my body and I was going. I left. My own was like I was kind of complaining to God. So I don't want to go. I didn't say I don't want to go, but what I was saying, like remembering God. I've been to church today. I prayed today. What did I do? oh God, oh my son. So like God could see that and rescued me back into my body. But her own experience is not like that. She was even enjoying it. So, but God in his infinite mercy actually returned her back to her body because she was in the hospital bed. Anyway, so that's another thing. Now, judge with what the prophetess said, the state of mind of Wigwe and his wife. So they were not comfortable where they were because they were kind of confusion and everything. So regret and everything. You could see that two places are different. I want to hear your thoughts because we are here to learn. And the picture of heaven that I saw, I've never seen it in all the pictures on the internet, so that's why I didn't use it because it was so too beautiful. And from the experience of people that made it to heaven, they always smiling when they are living. They're always smiling. Their journey always smooth. Because before a child of God or children of God take to heaven like that, you will see the glance of heaven and you enjoy it. But in my own case, the second time when I left my body, it was in a journey. I don't even know where I was going. So my own is clear that it was an attack. They just want to buy me or something like that. So I want to hear your thoughts, and I will see you on my next video. Bye for now.